See you later, Gizmo.
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives.
Oh, bugger me. Let me save the game first.
Night is the time to take care of business. That's the leftover you're looking for.
Oh, it's one of those barrels. I'm not gonna risk it. Alright, good. Oh, I see. You go across there, over to the truck. And then you jump off onto the rocks over there and right through there.
Hard to do anything without air. Got just enough slack in the line.
That was a bit too close right there. Nice. Okay. Very nice. Very cool. Nice. Get over here. Okay.
Shout about it later. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device, so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the Jumbo Puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the Steep Depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts. A moon could make this a hunter's night. The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone.
Shit. Bunkers.
In the old world, Roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Deepo, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. It's so much brighter without the night.
Inmo Diava. Intabadam Waksufa Ishkayamako.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Ishkayamako.
Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights, and they keep putting up new ones. He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Says he's not sure, but if you're going to hunt something, it seems a waste not to eat it. Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter. Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a script cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Thinks you have bigger issues than your so-called hunting skills if you're going to nitpick on his grammar.
All right. I'm just going to cut it here and then I'll be right back.